Hi, my name is Christian Balla and I am the project lead of Astro Matcher API. Welcome back to part 3 of our series about psychological astrology and what you can use it for in your daily life. In the previous 2 parts, we covered the topics of personality and purpose. And in today's video, we are going to focus on the area of partnership, which actually ties into part 1, as in a partnership we are going to take a look at two people's personalities and how they relate and interact with each other. That being said, psychological astrology can only tell you something about the people's personalities, but not, for instance, about their character. If this distinction between character and personality is not yet clear for you, I suggest that you watch one of our previous videos, which is called What is Psychological Astrology?, which is going to make this distinction clear for you. The link will be down in the description below. Now, back to the area of partnership. In psychological astrology, there are actually 3 techniques that are usually used in this area. These are called the combine, the composite, and the synastry. In the first 2, in the combine and composite approach, you take the 2 horoscopes of the people, basically meaning their personalities, and out of that you create another horoscope as if the partnership itself had its own personality, and then you look at the interpretation of that horoscope to try to get a glimpse on how the partnership is going to turn out. On the other hand, in the synastry, you take the 2 horoscopes, meaning the 2 personalities of the people, and take a look at how each planet position, how each part of the personality is going to resonate with the parts of the personalities of the other people. Now, I'm not going to go into further detail on how a synastry works. We are going to create a separate video for that. All of these techniques can be used for different kinds of relationships. They can be used for your family relationships, your business relationships, and also for romantic relationships, which we are going to focus on in this video, and which is also the area that Astro Matcher API deals with. Now, if you remember, in the previous 2 videos, I showed you a book by Goldschneider, which in the first one was The Secret Language of Birthdays, and in the second video about purpose it was called The Secret Language of Destiny. And in this third area of your life, Goldschneider also wrote an interesting book, which is called The Secret Language of Relationships. In that book, he uses his well-known zodiac period system and presents a synastry interpretation, but only for the sun position. If you are interested in that, which is very important for the interpretation of a partnership horoscope, you can take a look at that book. But I suggest that that book is not enough, because like I said, it only focuses on the position of the sun, as in a complete synastry, you usually have to take into consideration all the planets in the horoscope, and also the so-called ascendant, because that one is also very important. And all of these are not included in the book. So if you want to have a complete synastry and an interpretation, you could go to the site called Astroseek.com. Astroseek.com has a love compatibility calculator, so you can enter the 2 birthdays of the people, and it is going to create a complete synastry for you, and also below that you will see the interpretation of all the aspects in the synastry. This is actually also what Astro Matcher API is doing, the project I'm working on. Astro Matcher API also creates a complete synastry for you, but what it does additionally is it reduces all the information you have in the synastry to a single number that we call the match score. That number can be helpful to compare all the relationships you have or had in your life to see which one of them are the most favorable for you. On our website, astromatcher.com, we have a match form on which you can also input 2 birthdays, and you can test the API and calculate a match score for you. That's it for this video. If you have any questions or comments, please post them down below in the comments section. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.